teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Vikings and the Lions on Sunday night.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, we're not... First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Johnson finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Back to throw. Johnson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Johnson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 69 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. Into the hands of London. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD. Only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. A short throw caught by Andrews. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Gibbs again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Here's Johnson throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it lined up incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Johnson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Johnson over the middle, complete to Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw again. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Back to throw. Johnson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
To throw is Murray.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Johnson now throwing on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They've got over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Johnson.
That one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1st down, Murray. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The give is to McLaughlin. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Gibbs. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Gibbs. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now Johnson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the incompletion there. So that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be fielded at the 17. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Johnson on 1st and 10. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Johnson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Runs through the contact. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And his throw is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out now?
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Way up here, those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Yeah, with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. About 3 yards there to the 27. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Vikings head out to take over once again. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
And now off to the races down the right side. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Time for another look at this Lions offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McLaughlin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray from midfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
St. Brown in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Murray now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Murray now.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
His 2nd rushing
rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead.
And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Johnson throwing to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Johnson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Johnson now on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out now come the Lions.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake. Johnson, he'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Johnson on 1st down.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. 2nd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Johnson over the middle and complete to Addison. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Johnson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. That's out quickly to London.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here is 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes out right around the 39.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw is Murray. Got London on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Murray setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now the Lions down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Murray now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Murray now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Murray again. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Vikings, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.